Hello and welcome to my show tonight. My name is Harald Brems and I'm here together with Anne from Denmark. Your name is Anne Have. You are a woman, a targeted individual from Denmark. You live in Denmark. And tonight you will tell us what is happening with people in Denmark, what kind of targeting is happening there, what things are happening to you. You are a so-called targeted individual since years. You also have your own website. I forgot the name of the website, but I'm sure you can tell us what is on that website, what is the name of the website, and you are doing, what you are experiencing in your life, because there are many people all around the world who are so-called targeted individuals. That means these are people who are suffering torture done with neuroweapons, energy-based weapons, so-called directed energy weapons. This can be done with microwaves. It also can be done with lasers and so on, different types of neuroweapons. And these weapons attack the neural system of the human, of the body. And also many people are suffering from organized stalking, breaks into their houses, sabotages, destroying of things, destroying of relationships between people, between family, between friends, and so on. And I think you are also suffering from many of these things, like many people everywhere in the world. But now it's your turn. You can introduce yourself, Anne. How did it start? Can you tell us something about your story, how you became a TI, and how did everything start in your life?
Okay. It began in 2016. I had just moved to Copenhagen, and I had been stalked beforehand since 2010. And then I moved to Copenhagen in 2016. And then after, I think, 8 months or something like that, things started to change. I was still being stalked by this individual from my previous neighborhood, but suddenly I started to experience, for instance, I could come home and food would be open in my fridge.
And what kind of food? Cheese or something? Or
normally it could be meat, it could be milk products, brand new milk products. And in the beginning I was like, there's something wrong with the store downstairs, because they sell this bad food, and the products are open, and I didn't get it. And then I started to just think, when you come home, you can see something has been tampering with your things in your house. I started to have a lot of issues with cyber criminality, phone problems, very bad phone line. And my computer would start to make a lot of noise, being very noisy and like that. And then I started, it all came in a packet. So I started
everything together in a short time.
Just like a blitz attack, so to speak. I was like being bombarded, and then people were moving in around my apartment. They were using Airbnb, or they were friends with people, or like that. So in a matter of a month or 2 or 3, I don't remember how long it took, all 3 apartments around my apartment had new people living there. So either they were using Airbnb, or they were renting the apartment, or they were being a friend with the person upstairs. And that's how it started.
But the people were changing all the time, always new people.
It was so creepy. And then
many people say the same thing, that exactly. There are a lot of strangers around them, and the flats beside them are always new people, and they don't know these people, and people are changing very fast.
Yeah. And then I started to notice that people were following me, and many people, because I was living in Copenhagen back then. So many people are asking me, like, how do you know? Because it's a big city and there's a lot of people. but it's just like the same person walking after you wherever you go inside when you are around in the town, and not the same person every day, but it would change from day to day, but the same person following you around during a day. So you actually realize it quite fast that somebody is following you. And then I started to become very, very sick. Health-wise, I was being very exhausted, very unnaturally exhausted, and sick. It began with a flu. I had a flu for 6 weeks, and then the exhaustion started. And when I woke up in the morning, I was completely devastated. I was working back then and going to the university also, but I was managing that. But still, I was very, very exhausted. And then it began late 2016, around August. And then in January, I realized I was being exposed to electromagnetic harassment. I was laying in my bed and I was physically being beamed, so to speak. And
maybe you can explain how it feels to be beamed, because people who don't know the feeling, they cannot imagine how this is. Yeah.
But that feeling was very strange, actually, because it was like being penetrated with energy. It was like my sense of my body was like some sort of entity made up of molecules. Like I could actually almost feel all the molecules in my body. That's how the energy was penetrating me. It was a weird feeling. It was back in 2017, January 17th. So I don't really remember the sense precisely. It is different now because now they use neurotech yeah, but back then it was just how I recall the sense. Actually, it was like being penetrated with energy, and instantly I knew it had to be electromagnetic energy, because what else could hit my body like that when I was in my apartment?
You can feel the electric field on your body.
Exactly. Yeah. And after I realized, I started to take action, and then it exploded. Then it became out of control, and within 6 months.
What did you think first? Did you immediately think it is an attack with energy weapons, or did you think in the beginning maybe it is something different? Many people think, oh, I'm just going crazy now, or other thing, maybe it's an illness or something. Did you see it clear what it was from the beginning?
I had no doubt, and before that, I have been stalked. I have been exposed to cyber criminality, and all of these things. People going inside my house, home intrusions. So when I was having this experience in January 2017, I knew instantly. It was like an explanation. Suddenly, I could understand everything, but without understanding what was going on. I understood why I was sick. I understood what had been going on for months before. So I was quite clear it was electromagnetic fields, because it couldn't be anything else.